Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hope you guys are doing good. Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing good. Today, I'd like to do a spread on, for starters, is Markle treating Harry like she did Trevor at the end there? Apparently, rumor has it, she didn't want to be seen with him. She'd hang out with her friends, didn't want him around, acted embarrassed by his presence, that devaluation. So let's find out, how is things going? Is she treating Harry in a similar fashion right now? Is he at that same level of devaluation? That is a good indicator of what's to come. Here we go. How close is she to sending back a ring? Of course, I don't think she would do that. Here we go. So, okay, shuffle, shuffle. Got a little music in the background for my vibrations. It's some megahertz. Here we go. Is she treating Harry the same fashion she treated Trevor at the end? Please be clear. Okay, I'll take the ones that are popping out. There we go. First one, this one. Well, King of Pentacles, she's treating him like he's definitely a broke male. You're not my King of Pentacles, so that would be basically treating him and telling him that he's kind of a nasty person and that he doesn't have that positive leadership energy. Yep, so there's that. And, oh, yes, Queen of Cups in reverse. Not loving him too much. So, yeah, the vibes aren't real healthy here. She's not loving him, and you're not my King of Pentacles. This is sticking out, gonna take it. And things are not going well. Yeah, it's in reverse. Things aren't spinning in their favor. So yeah, it's looking like it. Coming out of the gate, absolutely, definitely. Let's get some more cards here. I will clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse. Here we go. So it's because she wants him to create some things and get some more courage. So she's basically, in my opinion, the fact that I got the Ace of Wands here is the fact she doesn't feel that he's a self-starter. You're not a self-starter, Harry. You're not entrepreneurial. I need you to be this. So this is what she's telling him, what he isn't and what she needs and wants. And we all know that he's never going to be that. He never was that. It's just not the way he was raised. I'm going to get under the surface, go straight to the point with this. And so he is basically waiting for the right opportunity for the fork in the road. So that is what is happening there. And then in the center of it, we have here, we have Three of Wands. That is electronic communication. It's also waiting, he's in waiting mode here. He's still in waiting mode to travel, which would be for the beginning of next month. He knows he's got to do this. So I think he's not really looking forward to it because he's got to create something when he gets over to the UK for the statue unveiling, I think is what she's putting pressure on based on these cards here. The pressure is for that statue unveiling and how he's going to handle himself and what he's going to create while he's there on her behalf, is how I feel about that. Let's get the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse, please be clear. Queen of Cups in reverse. Here we go. So, yeah, here we go. So, no support. It's because she feels there is no support coming from the other team. Obviously, we know why. And she's really, truly not heartbroken, but it's due to that. And so she wants him to get the support, and she would probably prefer for him to flip it so that they feel heartbroken that they didn't give the support that she wanted, that she is claiming they never gave her. So that's why we're seeing that. Now let's go to the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Here we go. So with the Wheel of Fortune, what is going on with that is, while things are not going in their favor, so here they have a new baby, all right, but how are they feeling? They're at a rock bottom. They're at an emotional rock bottom, ending closure. It's a 10 with a 9 in reverse, so they're not feeling emotionally fulfilled. They're not feeling fulfilled communication-wise between each other. And it's also the mental illness card, healing from mental illness, coming down from a rock bottom situation. So they're trying to heal from this 10 of Swords, rock bottom feeling, claiming that they've been stabbed in the back, literally. but they haven't. So basically, they are sleeping though, because this is in reverse. So upright, this is insomnia. So they're sleeping, she's sleeping just fine. She's sleeping absolutely just fine, but she's claiming rock bottom status. And she does want them to feel what she's feeling when he goes back there. So they can feel what she feels. And that's typically what a narc does. They're in pain. They want you to feel what they're feeling. That's why they project. That's why they manipulate. That's why they do what they do, is because they're in pain and they want everyone else to feel it. But they're in perpetual pain, to be quite frank. Under the surface here, struggling. Yeah, they're totally struggling. There's a struggling situation. They don't feel free-spirited. Yeah, they're not feeling so free in California. And they, just because they walked away, they know they're not free. They know they're not free, and all they're doing is they're struggling. Let's go straight to the center of the situation here. Center of it is, it makes her very cold, rigid, and unkind, and nasty. So yes, she is devaluing him now. She is really devaluing him, which she has been for a long time. So it's looking like she's probably treating him like Harry. Let's find out, what is she doing that's similar? Okay, denial. She's in total denial. She has not woken up to her ways, what she's done, the cause and effect of her emotions and actions and behavior and words, and she's in complete denial. So, yep, in total denial. It's not my fault, no accountability, and denial over the loss of what they did, walking away, creating this poverty situation, creating conflicts with the 5. So, yep, they created the conflict, but now she's in full denial over it, very borderline. You know, they create the problem, and then they backtrack in full denial, no accountability. Same with the narcissist. And now they know they have to just work. They're going to have to work the rest of their lives. So she's not happy about that. Let's clarify this working the rest of your life. How does she feel about the working the rest of your life? Well, she doesn't feel that Harry's reliable. For starters, I got this one. She doesn't feel he's reliable, and so, yeah. The fact that she doesn't feel he's reliable, she wants him to be in this position, in this position where he is reliable, but he's not. And so she knows he's not going to be a reliable source of income, nor is he capable of truly working, because he's really never truly made money. He's a royal, so, gets handed to him, almost. It's a set income. There's no not knowing what you're going to make. It's all said and done. So she doesn't trust that. She's not trusting that. So what else does she not trust about the unreliable Knight and the 8 of Pentacles? Please clarify. 8 of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Here we go. This wants to come out. That one, and these want to come out. So I'm going to read them. We've got 4 of them here, you guys. So for starters, things are happening very fast. So it's very fast evaluation with the conflicts. The 10 of Pentacles, which is an ending closure. It's a legacy in reverse. So they're not feeling like a family unit. And they're putting out lots of fluff news, vigilant with the fluff news, putting it out with the Page of Swords. That is the fluff news, all the tabloid stuff she puts out. And she's trying to have a new outlook, but she never will. She never will. So it's looking like yes. Let's find out how Trevor's feeling nowadays. How is Trevor feeling? What is he going to do? I'd like him to come out with something. Let's find out. Will Trevor come out with anything? Will Trevor ever come out with any information? Will Trevor come out with any information? Let's use this deck. Will Trevor come out with any information on his ex? Does he have any intentions? Where does that stand right now? Trevor Ingelston. How does he feel right now, and will he? Okay, so we have here these 3. Well, okay, he definitely would say, if he was to come out and say it, he would say that she is angry and cold, and she is not Mother Earth in reverse. So she is Mother Earth in reverse. She's an angry, cold individual. He would also say that she's not a very good actress. We got player. It's the actor card in reverse. She's not a good actress, never has been. And also that he is not willing to play in the sandbox with her. He doesn't want to get in the mix of things. And we have here domestic fury. She's sneaky, and she's a very sneaky individual, and there's a lot of domestic problems and domestic fury. And she's angry and nasty and cold, and she's not a good actress. So that's what he's going to want to say about her, those 3 things. Wow. So those 3 things he's going to say about her. Let's get under the surface. Under the surface, gaslighting. The illusion ends. She was lying to him all the time, and that illusion came to a rock bottom ending there. So there's that. And then in the center of the situation, we have here, he remained strong. He tried to remain strong during the whole relationship. Consciously, he tried to remain total strong, even though he knew that she was gaslighting him, and that gaslighting came to an end. And with the 7, you know, she was trying to gain some experience as an actress, and he was trying to help her, but he just didn't feel she was a very good actress because we got the actor card in reverse. He tried doing what he could, but the fact that her skills weren't there is part of the problem. He got scapegoated more than likely as a result. So let's calculate. This comes to 35. 35 comes to 9 of clubs. High tower. Created a high tower situation because she knew that he felt that she was a lousy actress, and so she high towered him. So it came to a high tower, crashed down the relationship so she could rebuild herself up in Canada, mailed those rings back, and then here, this is 18. 18 comes to 5 of diamonds, Jacob's ladder. It was a climbing situation. So since it was a climbing situation, she was probably kind of planning it because she was unfaithful. She was dating behind the scenes. She was embarrassed by him, apparently. More than likely, being who the pathology that she had, she was probably having affairs on the side. So it was a climbing situation, tells me that she was having affairs. So I'm going to pull some more cards. Was she having some affairs? Was she having affairs? Was she having affairs? Let's see. I'm going to use I think I'm going to use under my roses here. Under the roses. Here we go. Was she having affairs? Was she having lots and lots of affairs? Well, I do know she was seeing that chef, Corey, when she was dating Harry at the same time. She was dating both of them. And, well, there's that whipping. There's that self-flagellation. So that self-flagellation is very BPD. They do self-flagellate. Same with narcissists. They're very self-flagellating. That's why they are so nasty. They really actually hate themselves. Yeah, so she was flagellating herself over loving other people. So yeah. And so she was projecting her anger and her resentment and her inner shame onto Trevor, and because of her own guilt and shame. They don't do it necessarily because they feel bad about actually doing it. From my understanding from reading on Quora from the horse's mouth is when they're more concerned about getting busted. It's not the act itself and the guilt and the shame of actually doing it. It's the being exposed for it. So he probably busted her cheating, called her out on it, and then that's when the rings went back. He basically called her out and said, look, I get wind that you're seeing someone. So I think he got wind that there was some kind of sexual fling going on, that she was dabbling in dating, and she did not like the exposure. So that's why she did what she did. It's that exposure. They only care about the mask. They don't care about anything else but maintaining the mask. They're doing the dirty deed, stealing, robbing, whatever they do, they don't care about that. It is just getting busted. Only getting caught do they all of a sudden have crocodile tears and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I must have some empathy because I'm crying. You see, I have empathy. No, it's the mask. I got busted. I don't like being busted. You're calling me out. Now I got to whip myself. There's that inner shame over the love she was having for someone else. Let's get some Kipper cards. Here we go. Kipper on her infidelities. Megan's infidelities. Here we go. Well, yep, she did it while she was away. Journey. She was away. She was doing something else. She was on a different journey, different path. And we have here, she had the poverty mindset. Poverty mindset going on. She was away from him because out of sight, out of mind. And message of concern. He got the message of concern about her. So it was while she was away. And yeah, it was a poverty mindset kind of relationship at that point, having her living so far away from each other. He could not keep tabs on her. He had to keep tabs on her. He got that message of concern about her infidelity. So yeah, there was definitely, I think that's what went down. That's why they ended up splitting. So let's get some more of these. How about, now I want to ask about the Cottage Hospital. Cottage Hospital, what occurred during Cottage Hospital? What occurred during the Cottage Hospital visit? Because they're saying that she had full security, full security. Well, it wouldn't be for her. It would have been for the, to keep the secret. That's what it would have been for. So let's get some energy around the Cottage Hospital during the time of delivery. At the time of delivery, please be clear. At the time of delivery, what was the security like? What was the energy around Cottage Hospital during the time of delivery? During the time of delivery. Time of delivery, here we go. Well, we've got here, Harry was feeling rather weak and being bullied. So he wasn't feeling like he was in control of the situation. I'm going to go straight to the bottom of the deck here. And he was very apprehensive. He didn't feel victorious. Very apprehensive about the entire situation. So Harry was not feeling super comfortable. That's what this is saying here. He was feeling rather unfulfilled. It's not his kid. Does this look like someone who's having their own child spread? No, not at all. He's feeling weak, like, oh, I got talked into this situation. I'm not winning here. This is not a total win. This is not victory. This is not my child. And I'm feeling a little unfulfilled with this gift that's being handed to me. He didn't really want that gift. He really isn't. He really is not really all in, like he paints himself to be. He's doing that just for her. So let's clarify this unfulfilled Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Well, she's trying to be all nurturing and supportive about the whole situation. So this is her gig. This is her gig. So this is her gig here. We know that. Let's get the Queen of Cups. Let's get some more of the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Here we go. What we got here, it was delayed. It was a delayed situation, which we do know that. She did go, once again, she went over the time lapse of what a normal pregnancy would be. So it was a delayed situation. As we know, I say they lost the pregnancies. So here we go, soul of pleasures and money gain. This is going to bring her money. It was delayed. It's going to bring her money because she's already monetized the child by doing the, having all the domain names, which she registered on May 31st. PrincessLilibetDiana.com. She's already got everything domain names, and she does feel let down because it's not her child. And we have here competing interests. Yep, she's already planning the business plan for her child, and it's going to be a career. She knows she's planning a career here. It's totally a career move. It's not for love. It's not to be a parent. We don't see cups and hearts and love and satisfaction here. Well, we got this. It's in reverse. It's not upright. If it was a happy situation with my child, it would be upright. It's in reverse. So that's in reverse. Not their child, not super happy. It's a career move. As we all say, all the readers are getting this too. It's not just me. Pretty much across the board, everyone says it's a career move with the child. So that's how it is. It's just a career move. Let's find out, how did the Cottage Inn employees feel? How did the Cottage Inn employees feel? Let me get back to this deck here. How did the Cottage Inn employees feel about this delivery? How did they feel about the delivery? Well, there it is, the child. And that one fell out, so I'm going to grab it. Oh, wow, I got two kids. Oh, geez. So like I said, there were twins that were lost. There were twins at one time that was lost. That must be from previously. And I do have two children in this deck, apparently. And there was the lady, yeah. So there were twins that were lost, and it was a hard mountain climb. And they had to be sneaky about it. Got to be very sneaky and hide it. And they had to, probably the letter would have been sort of like a notice. That's like a death notice. A letter is an official, it could be an official letter of some sort, paperwork. On the surface, it was a hard job. It was a hard labor. It was a hard pregnancy. So this is kind of about the previous one. And since I did just mention it, that's why it's popping out. It just came out here. Because a lot of times when I think something, it will pop into the spread. That's crazy. And it affected the family tree. So those are it's looking like there were twin females that that passed on. And they passed on, and it was a hard pregnancy, and she lost those. So that's what Spirit's currently telling me right now. Let's find out about the current mother, young mother. Rumored that she's like 19 or something. So let's get some cards on her. The mother of the current Lilibet, the mother of Lilibet. Give me some cards on the mother of Lilibet. The mother of Lilibet, the mother of Lilibet. Here we go. There she is, another lady. That's sticking out. She's whipping herself. Self-flagellation, and she wants to be aware of her surroundings now, and this is institution. So she got involved in the institution of business. She's whipping herself over it because she is the main focus in adopting out a child. And we have here, and it's making her kind of sick, actually. She feels really sick over it. And she feels very cloudy days as a result. So it's not really something she really wanted to have happen, didn't want this event in her life, but she knew that in the center of the situation consciously, it was the right thing to do. It was the right door to go down. It was the right key to put in the right door and to go down that path because it would be too difficult. But now she feels she's got to watch her surroundings, and she is really sickened by the whole ordeal. Yeah. So that is Lilibet's mother. We can get a little bit more on Lilibet's mother. Lilibet's mother, Lilibet's mother. Please be clear. Lilibet's mother. Lilibet's mother, biological mother. Tell me about her. Well, she had to work at it. She was the one who was pregnant. She worked at it. She had a crown of hope at one point in time. And she decided she had to release it. She couldn't be tied down to a child, so she had to release it. Under the surface, there was a breakup. There was a breakup with the Page of Cups. That would be her child. It says tearful, codependent, negative. So she wasn't ready. She was actually in a codependent position. She was not self-sufficient, financially self-sufficient. In the center of the situation, yeah, it's very typical of why an adoption would happen. And right here, she just had to weigh her options, financial options. She got paid for it, and she had to manifest it as well. So yeah, it was definitely an adoption, young woman, pregnant. She had a crown of hope at one time, had to release it, break up with the child, and she's currently having to balance herself. So yeah. So, well, it happens every day. Let's see, what else can we do? How is her family feeling about the situation? How does her family feel? How does Lilibet's mother feel? The Lilibet's mother, birth mother's family feel about the adoption? How does her family feel about the adoption? Give me some energy on Lilibet's mother's energy, the family dynamics, the family dynamics. She's dependent. What is the family dynamics there? Family dynamics, father is the ruler. So it was probably her father that told her she had to do it, had to adopt it out. And they had a fight. There was a fight, and so basically the conflicts. It was a conflict. Father said, you're doing this. There's too many conflicts. You can't do it. And it was a growing situation because it was a mustard seed. It was growing in her belly. And we got here also, we have here no longer fence sitting, more conflicts, more emotional conflicts. So there was a lot of emotional conflicts in the home. And lucky break, subconsciously, this was a sex card. 4-leaf lucky clover is also sex. And you, subconsciously, you did the dirty deed, you got pregnant. And in the center of it, what do we have here? We have here going broke. You can't afford it. You can't afford to have a kid. You need to voluntarily give this child up because otherwise you're not going to have stability, stability. You're not going to have the stability in your life. And you're just going to always be broke and poor. So it was her father's encouragement. You can't keep this kid. So let's calculate that. That comes to 13. This comes to 24. 24 comes to 6 of spades, incubus, succubus, parasite. Parasite, incubus, succubus is also someone who's very negative, someone who's an emotional black hole, someone who's being used, someone who's negative, toxic, devil energy. So the dad kind of viewed the kid as a parasite, the child as a parasite. We don't want this kid, you know. It's going to suck the life out of us, and you can't afford it. So the dad had a very negative feeling about it, and, you know, emotional black hole, basically. So, and then this calculates to 8, which comes to 2 of spades, broken chalice. Broken chalice. You're adopting this kid out. We're not keeping it. So that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. And follow me on my other channel, Tarot Time with Andy, where I do everything that is non-royal, pop culture, current events, and yada yada. All right. Bye, you guys.